What's up, you guys? So in this video, I'm going to break down retargeting, remarketing, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing. So I want to first show you guys some results, and then I'm going to actually jump in and set up an actual remarketing, retargeting campaign for you. So to kind of get the idea in your head of like what this is, if you guys have never really heard about it, basically when you're on Amazon and you go look up a product, and then you click off to all these other blogs or websites or wherever you're at, and there's little ads showing up of that same exact product that you're looking at. That is remarketing, because you were initially looking at it and then they're remarketing again to you because you already showed interest in that product. Now the crazy thing about this is the results that you're able to see with retargeting, with remarketing. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so look at right here, guys. And some campaigns are obviously better than others. I'm going to show you guys a few different ones. So this is people that have went through and they saw our initial, this is for our real estate business, right? They went and saw the initial webinar sales page, and then they didn't buy for one reason or another. Okay, now if they didn't buy, you know, that's totally good, but there could be a number of reasons why they didn't buy. Now if we want to go through and use real leverage of Facebook ads, we can show these little ads just to those specific people, and we can get them coming back to our business. Now one thing is our webinar is $1,000, sometimes as much as $1,500, depending on the promotion that we're doing. And so sometimes that they just might not have enough money at the time to go through and spend on that. So you can see right here, we follow up with them with a $199 offer for everyone that saw the webinar sales page in the last 14 days. Now if we go back here, I can't remember the exact budget. Oh, look at this, guys. We got $1.50, $1, and $1 per day. So now if we go and look at the actual purchases over here, okay, so these purchases actually represent a $199 purchase, because that's what we're sending them to. And you can see this one, you know, is pretty good. It's not absolutely killer. This one's absolutely crushing it right here. But this two, that represents a $199 purchase. So we've got two at $199. So we've made basically $398, and we've spent $157 with a cost per purchase of $78. Now you look at this one, we have 9 purchases. Okay, 9 purchases at $199. That's like, what is that, $1,800? It costs us $6.17 per purchase, and we've spent a total of $55. So we spent a total of $55, and we've made $1,800 from this campaign right here. And then this one is really good as well. We've got 2 purchases at $199, so $398, so $19 to make a $199 purchase. That's basically a 10x ROI right there. And so I just want to show you guys how powerful this can be. So this is another one, and this is retargeting people that saw that webinar sales page, but I'm remarketing back to get that $997 offer. So this, every time you see a purchase right here, these are $1,000 purchases actually. So you can see we've got a couple of 4s down here, and not every single one works and converts 100% perfectly, right? But you can see some of these winners. We've got 12 purchases, so that's basically $12,000. We've spent $1,300 to make $12,000, and we had a cost per purchase of $113. So typically with a cold market, cold audience of people that don't know who we are, it'll cost us anywhere between $350 to $400 to get that $1,000 purchase. Whereas this, it only costs us $113. Now you can see right here, some of them didn't work as well, but we've got other ones, $191, this one $94, $86, 56 bucks, $84, $89, $166. So you can see the ROI that you can be getting here. And with this one too, I'm probably spending a very minimal. So most of these are like just $5 per day. See, this is the only one I've got turned on right now. Some of these other ones I was doing some tests, wanted to get some quick results in, but $5 a day. The other ones I was just doing literally $1.50 per day. So I want to just kind of paint that picture for you all. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go in and actually set this up completely step by step. So this is going to be a little bit longer video, but I want to show you guys exactly how to make this happen. Okay, so first of all, we're going to come over here to, let's say, ClickFunnels. We're using ClickFunnels, so same thing will work with Arsenal or whatever system you guys are using. So for example, for this course right here that we've got. I do a webinar, and this is the sales page. Now you've probably seen the sales page right here. Now if somebody hits this page, okay, we know that they've at least probably seen the webinar and they typed in this page, so they showed interest enough to actually type in this URL to check out what's going on. You can see we've got all the testimonials here. We've got what they're gonna get. We've got the payment plan, all that stuff. And so we've got all the information on this offer. But then we can go through and track everyone that hits this page. We can track everyone who hit this page. And then if they go through and they complete the order, on that last page they're gonna hit this page right over here, this confirmation page. And so we know anyone that hit this page right here, they completed the purchase and they are a buyer. Okay, so we don't want to include necessarily anyone that hit this page in that target audience to remarket to, because they already bought, right? But if people hit this page, we know we want to remarket to them because they definitely showed interest. And then if they click to this page, the checkout page, but didn't hit this page, I mean, that person is even that much more likely to go through and buy, because they at least they read through this page, they saw what they liked what they saw, they hit enroll now, they went to the checkout page, and they were just one step away from completing that last step. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually go through and create a couple of custom audiences to tell Facebook that we want to track everyone that hits this page, we want to track everyone that hits this page, and then we want to also track everyone that hit this page to be able to distinguish between the different groups when we're going through and setting up our ad campaign. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna grab this URL, and we are gonna come over here and create a we're gonna go to the audiences right here, or just type in audiences. We'll type this in, and then we're gonna create a custom audience of website traffic. Okay, now we're gonna say we're gonna do all visitors, people who visited specific web pages. Okay, and we can say for retargeting, guys, a lot of times I don't like the max number of days you can go back is 180. But a lot of times I don't like to go that far back, because if they saw it 180 days ago, so that's 6 months, they probably already forgot about your offer. Okay, so I usually like to go probably 14 to 21 days. So I would probably just do 14 days. And so it's a very small market, but these are extremely hot qualified people. Okay, so we're gonna paste this URL in here. We'll say view, the name is viewed webinar. We'll say Facebook ads webinar sales page. Okay, so we know that they viewed this. Now you can even go through and include or exclude. Okay, you can say include more. And so we could say, hey, all people that viewed this checkout page right here. So we could say everyone who viewed it in the last 14 days, people visit this specific page. Boom. So it says this who viewed this page or viewed this page. And then we can even go a little bit further, and we can say, hey, and we want to exclude. We can exclude everyone that has visited this page. And this one I would go probably all time, just because it really doesn't matter, because if they've already bought from you, it doesn't matter. So you can either go through and create each one of these audiences individually, or you can go through and create them all in this one audience, which would be like viewed Facebook webinar sales page, but no purchase. Okay, viewed Facebook webinar, we'll say sales, because it would be sales or checkout page, right? So we'll just say sales, but no purchase, just because we don't have enough characters right there. So you can see this, it's anyone who's visited this site, so this one right here, or anyone who's visited this checkout page right here. Okay, but nobody, excluding anyone who hit this page, because they have already bought our items. So we don't need to go through and spend money and waste ad dollars showing to those people. Okay, so now we can go in here and we can create this audience. And this probably is not a big enough audience yet, because I haven't really gone through and launched this course yet. But we're just gonna hit done. Okay, so you can see it's now populating this audience. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back here to the ads manager. Okay, this is literally step by step everything I do, and this is how I'm setting up this ad campaign. I'm doing like right here in front of you guys. Okay, so I go and I hit create. I'm gonna do a new campaign, and because I'm only gonna be spending $1 to $1.50 per day, since it's such a small audience, I'm just gonna be doing a traffic campaign. Okay, so I'm gonna say this one is remarketing to Webby sales page, and I'd probably do Facebook ads Webby sales page right there. Okay, so the creating split tests and budget optimization for a remarketing campaign you don't really need, because that's more for when you're going broad. We're gonna hit continue, and then we're gonna say viewed sales / checkout page, but no purchase. Okay, then as we come down here a little bit, we're gonna choose our custom audience. So we're gonna choose this audience that we just created. Okay, viewed Facebook ads webinar sales page, but no purchase. Now, because we already did the inclusion of these two pages and the exclusion of this page when we went through and created the initial audience, we don't need to do any exclusion here. Now, if we didn't do that and we created them all separate audiences, so we've created one audience for this page, one audience for this page, and one audience for this page, then what we would do is go through and we would say custom audience. Let's say this is everyone that viewed that first sales page, and then we would also say everyone, the LinkedIn contacts, let's say that one's, let's say demo all website visitors is everyone that viewed the checkout page, and then let's say the LinkedIn contacts is all the buyers. So then we would just exclude where is it, the LinkedIn contacts right there. So we just exclude that. So the same thing can be set up when you're actually setting up the targeting at the ad set level, but because we just went and did that earlier, all you got to do is just come in here and just choose this one audience, and it's going to include everyone you need, exclude everyone you need, and you're all set to go. Okay, now as far as diving deeper into the targeting, because this is such a small and very specific group of people, you don't need to go through and mess with any of this other targeting. You don't have to change the age or language or gender or anything, because it's only tracking those people that specifically hit that page. So now what we're going to come down here and do is I like to go through, and for this, since it's just $1 a day and it's maybe, let's say it's only 20 to 30 people, it's a small audience, I like to do the automatic placements, which is recommended, because like when you've got 30 people, like they're not going to be always all the time on Facebook or all the time on Instagram or on the newsfeed. So you want to be able to gather every possible person that's going to be going on all these different platforms. So I like to keep it at the automatic placements because it's such a small audience. Now coming down here, I would literally just start with $1 a day. Now if you're running a lot of traffic, okay, and you know there's a lot of people hitting both of these pages right here, then you could bump it up to $1.50 or $2 or whatever. But honestly guys, you only need to do $1 a day, and then you can go through and as I mentioned earlier, as far as the optimization for ad delivery, the link clicks, that means that they clicked on the Facebook ad, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the landing page loaded. Okay, so it says increase website views, switch to landing page views. This is probably what I would recommend, and this is what I typically do, is I do the landing page views, because that means that they're only tracking people that they clicked on your ad and the page actually loaded. Okay, so that's just some good detail, some good information to have, because you like, so if someone has bad cell service and their LTE slow or their Wi-Fi is bad or whatever, and they click on it, it's going to count that click, but it's not going to count but it's not going to really give you the true data of people actually hitting that page. Okay, so now when we come down here, we'll just hit continue, and we're going to go through and create the ad. Now what I typically like to do, just so you know, I like to do a single video ad, just so, because like I want to break this down exactly how I legitimately do this. Okay, I do a single video ad, I shoot a quick video, and it's just like on my phone, it doesn't have to be professional or anything, and I say, hey, I saw that you were checking out the Facebook ads webinar sales page, but for some reason you didn't take the leap, you didn't go through and purchase. And then at this point, one, you're gonna want to invite them to go back and make the purchase, but maybe you can go through and add an extra bonus or say, hey, yeah, so some type of bonus, some type of call to action, some type of incentive, one, to remind them to get to go back, and something that can maybe push them over that edge, or say, hey, if you have any questions, shoot a quick message to me down below, and we want to help you get those questions answered. Okay, so it's just a simple way of getting in front of all these hot prospects without really having to go spend that manual labor of jumping on the phone. It's just a very leveraged way of doing business. Okay, so jump on there. Hey, I saw you were on the Facebook webinar, Facebook ads webinar, and it sounds like you liked it because you jumped to the sales page, and for some reason you didn't jump in and buy. Here's some bonus to push you over the edge. Or another thing I like to do is going through and having a testimonial video of somebody who's had amazing results with this, uploading their video telling about their story, and then down here in the text saying like, hey, I saw you watched the Facebook ads webinar. And I'm just doing this quick, guys, but like you can kind of get the idea, but did not purchase the 6-figure Facebook ads masterclass. And then so now at this point, if you're doing a testimonial video of one of your previous students, you could say, hear what Johnny had to say. And then I would just like kind of recap what he said. Okay, so like kind of tell like in quotes their like experience, and then you just reminder here like, get started today to see similar results to Johnny, and then have the link out to that sales page again. So I'm linking them back out to this exact sales page to resell them on what the offer is, because you don't want to send them to the checkout page because the person didn't buy because they weren't fully sold. So this sales page needs to have the selling points. It needs to be able to sell that person on why they should actually put their credit card in and make the purchase right here. Okay, so there's one way. Or you can say, hey, I saw you didn't purchase, so we're gonna come in here and say like, I wanted to add a special bonus for you when you get started today. For everyone that gets started, I'll do X, right? You'll add some extra training. Maybe you'll jump on a phone call with them, or kind of give them a little bit extra love to kind of push them over that edge. So those are kind of the two different formats, two different ways that I like to go through and do these retargeting ads. It's, as you can see, it's very simple, and ideally this should be from a Facebook page that has your profile picture and your name, something that they're gonna recognize from seeing you on the webinar or on, and this is not just for a webinar, right? This is for any type of business. It could maybe be like they visited your website, or they visited your blog and they read a blog post and they liked it, but for some reason they didn't go through and purchase, or they were on your e-commerce store, right? And they were checking out a specific product, and for some reason they didn't go through and buy. Okay, so there's a lot of different simple things. So like you could add a testimonial of somebody using that product, or someone using your services, or a little extra bonus. Hey, if you buy this protein supplement today, we'll throw in a pre-workout for you as well. Okay, and then as a reminder, I throw in the link is to the actual sales page, because they weren't fully sold the first time, so we have to actually sell them. And then the headline is, it can be referring back to the fact that they were on the page but they didn't buy. So it's like, wait, get this cool bonus too, something like that. Or wait, see Johnny's amazing results, or something like that, right? It's just to kind of like get them like, wait, like don't like pay attention to this kind of type of thing. And yes, it sounds maybe a little bit annoying, but that's what works. That's what I've seen work well. And then I like to have learn more. As always, I usually just like to use out all call to actions, and then from here you just hit confirm. And that's literally it, guys. That's all you got to do. We went through, we set up the audiences, and we excluded the right ones. We hit the budget. We walked through the whole Facebook ad setup. So you guys should be set up and ready to go through and create your own Facebook remarketing, retargeting campaign. So once again, if you guys do have questions on this of who to include, exclude, or different situations, I know this one was very like webinar heavy focus, but the same thing could happen if this is like, you know, a page for your e-commerce product or a blog post or whatever business you might be in. Maybe it's you're working with dentists or chiropractors, and this is their initial appointment scheduling page, right? You can go through and target these same people. So for example, I can go through, and this is for everyone. This is where we send people to go through and schedule a call with us to schedule an appointment, right? Now I can track everyone that visited this page but didn't visit the next page after the confirmation of the call goes through. And same type of thing, I can remind them, hey, we saw that you were checking out to book a call with us, but something happened. We want to go through and remind you to jump back in, or kind of offer the incentive, or here was, you know, Hunter's testimony, here was his experience, and just kind of move forward like that. So anyway, guys, once again, drop your comments or your questions in the Facebook ads group or in the Facebook group so we can get those answered. And with that said, go set up your Facebook remarketing campaign. They work extremely well, and we'll see you in the next video.